Look, I never thought I'd see the day. I really didn't. Marcus Rashford. Born in Manchester. Raised in Wythenshawe. A product of the academy. A symbol of what Manchester United was supposed to be about. Local kids. Dreams. Legacy. And now, he's playing for Barcelona. On loan. Thousands of miles away. Scoring goals. Getting assists. And you know what the craziest part is? He doesn't want to come back. Yeah. Let that sink in for a second. A boyhood red, who once had a mural painted in his hometown, who fed kids during a pandemic, who carried United on his back for seasons, now wants nothing to do with the club. And honestly, after everything that's happened, can you really blame him? But here's where it gets messy. Barcelona, surprise, surprise, don't have the money to buy him. Shocker, right? So they did what they always do. They went back to United and said, hey, can we, maybe get a discount? And you wanna know what United said? Absolutely not. Cold. Firm. Final. Today, we're breaking down the full story. The fall of Marcus Rashford. The desperation of Barcelona. And why Manchester United, for once, are refusing to be pushed around. This one hit me different. Guys. So stick with me. But real quick, if you love real football talk, no fluff, no clickbait, just raw honesty, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And drop a like if you're already feeling this. Let's get into it. I need you to go back with me. Just for a minute. February 25th, 2016. A cold Thursday night at Old Trafford. Europa League. Manchester United vs Midtjylland. And out of nowhere, this skinny 18-year-old kid gets thrown into the starting 11 because Anthony Martial got injured in the warm-up. His name? Marcus Rashford. And what did he do? He scored. Twice. In his debut. The place went crazy. Old Trafford hadn't felt that kind of electricity in years. And just 3 days later, he did it again. 2 goals against Arsenal in the Premier League. A local lad. Living the dream we all fantasize about. It felt like destiny, man. Like the football gods were smiling on Manchester United again. This was supposed to be the guy. The next legend. Maybe even the next captain. Fast forward to 2022-23, and Rashford had his best season ever. 30 goals across all competitions. He was unplayable at times, carrying a broken United team on his shoulders. Fans were singing his name. Pundits were putting him back in the England conversation. Everything looked like it was finally coming together. And then, it all fell apart. I don't even know how to explain what happened in 2024. His form just vanished. He looked slow, uninterested, like the fire inside him had been put out. And it wasn't just the fans noticing. The managers noticed too. Erik ten Hag dropped him. Then Ruben Amorim came in, and he didn't just drop him. He buried him. There was that infamous quote where Amorim said he'd rather put his 63-year-old goalkeeping coach on the bench than play someone who wasn't giving everything. 63 years old. That's not coaching. That's a message. That's publicly telling the world, this guy's attitude is done. I don't care who he is. And Rashford. He knew it was over. The trust was gone. The love from the fans had turned to frustration. The media was ripping him apart daily. And instead of fighting back, instead of proving everyone wrong, he wanted out. So in January, United sent him to Aston Villa on loan. He did okay. Nothing special. Then the summer came, and instead of coming back and fighting for his place, he got shipped out again, this time to Barcelona. And here's the kicker. United didn't even want him training with the first team before he left. They made him train separately. At a different time. Like he was toxic. Like he was a problem they needed to contain until someone took him off their hands. That's how far he'd fallen. But then something interesting happened. He got to Barcelona. And he started playing well again. 10 goals. 13 assists in 34 games. Not Ballon d'Or numbers, but solid. Useful. And more importantly, he looked happy. The fans loved him. Hansi Flick praised him. He was smiling again, celebrating again. And somewhere deep down, I think Rashford realized something. He was never going back to Manchester. And that's when the real drama started. Okay, so here's the situation. When United loaned Rashford to Barcelona, they included an option to buy for £26 million. That's the deal. Simple. Clean. If Barca want him permanently, they pay that amount at the end of the season. Done. But now we're in May. The season's almost over. And Barcelona, shocker, don't have £26 million just lying around. They've got Pedri to renew, Gavi to tie down, defensive reinforcements to buy. Their wage bill is still a nightmare. La Liga is breathing down their necks about financial fair play. So what do? They go back to United and say, look, can we maybe renegotiate? Lower the price a bit. Spread the payments. Help us out here. And United's response? No. Not let's talk about it. Not we'll consider it. Just, no. According to reports from the Daily Mail, United are actually puzzled that people even think they'd renegotiate. Like, why would they? The deal was agreed months ago. Rashford's on massive wages that United are desperate to clear. Selling him for the full £26 million and getting his salary off the books frees up serious money for their own summer rebuild. They're not a charity. They're not doing Barca any favours. And honestly, good for them. Because for years, United have been soft in the transfer market. Overpaying. Getting fleeced. Letting players hold them hostage. But this time, they're standing firm. And I respect that. Here's the thing, though. Rashford has made it clear he doesn't want to return to Old Trafford. Not now. Not ever. He's burned that bridge, whether intentionally or not. He wants to stay in Spain. He wants to build something new at Barcelona. But if Barca can't pay, what happens? Does he come back to United and just refuse to play? Does he sulk in training again? Does he become a £300,000 a week passenger who adds nothing to the squad? Or does United try to sell him elsewhere, knowing full well that most clubs can't afford his wages, and the ones that can probably don't want a player with his recent baggage? It's a stalemate. A messy, uncomfortable stalemate. And the clock is ticking. Hansi Flick was asked about it recently, and you could hear the uncertainty in his voice. He said, Marcus has been really good for us, but it's up to Deco and the club to decide. We have to wait. Translation: I want him. But I have no idea if we can afford him. And that's the brutal reality of modern football, man. Talent doesn't matter if the bank account says no. So now we wait. Barcelona have until the end of the season to figure out their finances. They can beg. They can plead. They can try every accounting trick in the book. But unless they come up with £26 million in full, Marcus Rashford is coming back to Manchester. And trust me, nobody wants that. Not United. Not Rashford. And definitely not the fans. This whole situation it makes me sad, honestly. Because no matter how you feel about Rashford now, whether you think he's lazy, whether you think he gave up, whether you blame him or the club, you can't deny what he was. He was one of us. A local kid who made it. And now, he's a forgotten man, stuck between a club that doesn't want him and a dream destination that can't afford him. It's tragic. It's frustrating. And it's a reminder that in football, loyalty doesn't pay the bills. And sometimes, love just isn't enough. So what do you think? Should United stick to their guns and demand the full £26 million? Or should they just move on and take whatever Barca offer, just to get rid of him? And do you think Rashford will ever wear a United shirt again? Let me know in the comments. I'm reading all of them. If this video hit you in the feels like it hit me, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And turn on notifications, because we've got more stories like this coming, raw, real, and honest. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay real.